guys, it's lunchtime! Well, sort of. Here I am with the Dice Tower at GAMA 2017 in Las Vegas, and guess what? I'm going to show you some great lunchtime games, so let's check it out.
No.
So, we're just taking a look at some of the games. I know this one right here is screaming to me because
it's cats.
Canadian and it's cats. So.
I know. This is definitely a favorite in the office.
There you go. What's the premise behind this? Behind
it's
this production?
a very simple deduction game.
Okay.
Where you're just trying to deduce a culprit of a crime, and he's an accomplice. He or she is an accomplice to Furiarity, and Furiarity is trying to escape before you solve the crime.
Oh my god.
So it's very simple. You can play it at a bar. It's wide audience, and it's just super fun.
So this could be a lunchtime game.
Oh, easily.
And the date on and pronunciation, because I know I'm going to say this completely wrong.
Yes. Saikatsu.
Saikatsu. And I know you had mentioned something about the art on this one for me.
Yes. So
last
this
time.
was really important for us to get the aesthetic right, because it's just a really beautiful game. It's about building a Zen garden, and so it's been held up only because we are working really hard at making the art like top notch.
Perfect.
But yeah, so this one, we don't really have a release date yet for this one. So it's going to be sometime probably Q3 or Q4 for us.
Okay, so quick idea on gameplay, like literally like 30-second rundown on gameplay.
Yeah, so it's just tile laying, and you're planting trees that attract a certain type of bird. So on the tile, you'll have either a laurel, like a wreath of a certain type of foliage, and then in the center is a different type of bird. And you're just laying tiles and trying to match in a row as many of the same as you can to score points. But the unique part is that you're a noble sitting atop a pagoda, overlooking the garden, and your perspective matters for scoring.
Okay.
So everyone scores from a different perspective of the board. And so that's been our big thing, is having big box games, but also the small lunchtime playable games.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I know.
Thanks.
I'm really excited for that.
Yes, so thank you so much. So I do a segment on Board Game Breakfast. It's called Lunchtime. I know, breakfast. I'm talking about lunch. So it's games that we can play during the lunch hour. So I know you guys have games. I think they're slightly longer.
Well, this one actually is a Ticket to Ride Refuge right here.
Okay.
It's Ticket to Ride Zombies, which is really unique because...
Do you have it out? Yeah, we have it back here. Tell me about it.
So basically you're trying to get from the start to the finish.
Okay.
And the reason it's popular, it's because it's really versatile, fun to play. Like I said, Ticket to Ride Zombies. So you can kind of get like how the game flow goes. You're either drawing a card, moving, or you can use a card.
Okay.
So very simple rules. First kind of zombie game you can play within like 15 minutes. But it comes with a lot of miniatures, 66 zombies. So I get like fan submissions on the paintings.
Oh wow! So these are, oh my goodness.
This is a painted version of what you just saw there, and they even burnt off some of the hands.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, let's show that up close.
Yeah,
Which one is
that
that?
is
Oh my
cool.
goodness, that's pretty
So
snazzy.
we have one more too. Beta Bots is something you can play in your lunchtime too.
Yes, this is great.
And it's a robot negotiating game, and you're bidding for a robot. Let's say you wanted cannon, and you have to beat missions with it by having that many stats. So this is a processor, and in order to win, you would have to have that processor. Unfortunately, our robot only has one processor, so I'd have to either work with other robots, or put viruses in other robots,
Okay.
or put codes to pump up your robot, and you can bid on additional parts as well to actually increase your robot stats.
And this plays in how long?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay, so definitely will fit into the lunchtime genre.
And Refuge would be about 15 minutes. Yeah.
15 minutes! That's
Yeah,
perfect!
15 minute zombies.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. BB Games Studio. Oh, bonjour. So, now that it's not crazy noisy,
Yes.
and I noticed a few other fun things on the table. Let's take a close-up of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, tell us what we have going on here. And I noticed a few other fun things on the table. Let's take a close-up of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, tell us what we have going on here.
All right, so Vikings Gone Wild is an application that was on Android and Google and Facebook And a year and a half ago, we decided to port this game into a board game. Ended up taking the shape of a game that is a mix of deck building and resource management. And everybody is a chief, is a Viking chief, and for an hour you're going to build your village, attack each other, build resources, and have fun.
Have fun. That is the most important thing.
And those bad guys here is the first time they are shown at the show. They will be released later this year.
Okay.
This is coming to retail in 2 weeks. Finally, it's been 3-4 weeks. We had very bad luck with custom.
Oh no!
It's finally gonna be there. And and so because it's a deck builder, we have expansion that basically extend the experience of the game. So this one brings a new form of building, new form of interaction. This one is also a 2 versus 2 player, so you can actually team up. Instead of 4 player token here, you only have 2. You can borrow cards and help each other. So a lot of stuff. We'll see.
That's awesome. And sorry, what's the gameplay time on Vikings Gone Wild?
It's I'd say 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Okay.
If you're 4 people, an hour and a half sounds fair. 2 people, 35.
Oh my gosh, perfect. So we're going to try and see if I can squeak this in the lunch hour. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll see you in the live stream soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See you guys.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
So I got to play Dreams at BGG Con last year, so just a few months ago, and it wasn't available in stores at that time, so I was kind of bummed. And so it's good to see it here at GAMA. Basically, Dreams, you're going to have these cards that have kind of Dixit-like art if you're compared to another game. They're really esoteric and interesting and artsy, right? And then all the players, you're trying to fake your way into being a god. You're trying to trick the gods into becoming to be in a constellation. So all the players are going to get their own little set of these stars, and it's a little bit of Spyfall too, because one of these images is going to be the images that you're trying to make into a constellation, and one person is the faker and they don't know what the image is. And then players are going to take turns putting out the stars to try to indicate which image is the real actual image. So it's just like in Spyfall, you're trying to prove that you know enough about the game, about the card, that you're good, without making it really obvious to the faker what it is. Because of course, if the faker can play along and guess what it is, they get to win the round. It's got these neat little dials where you get to set, as you're voting for who it is. It's got these nice little components. The crystals come in different sizes and colors, and it's very, in-group meta on what does the bigger crystal mean? Is it indicating a head, or is it indicating a color or a shade? And so, when you play with different people, it actually plays out a little differently, because people interpret things and indicate things in very, very different ways. It plays super quick. It's got a point basis, but it's one of those games kind of like Dixit or other ones where you just play while you're having fun and laughing and really entertain yourself, and you kind of almost don't care about the score at the end. But really, one round, it's plays in 10 minutes, and I really liked it, so I'm glad to see it here at GAMA 2017.
Awesome. So I think this is Lunchtime approved.
First up, we have Dungeon Rush. Quick, real-time, light, fun game. Next up, we have Not Alone. In Not Alone, we have crash landed on a planet, called for help, found out we are not alone and being hunted. Cottage Garden, great game. Tetris-y kind of a game where you're filling in your garden. Only the pots and the cloches score. The cats give you extra abilities. Says 60 minutes, but can easily be busted out in less if people know what they're doing. Frog Riders, you're jumping over other frogs, collecting those frogs. You can either then save that frog for part of your set collection, or you can turn that frog back in to get other things. Next up, we have Get the Cheese. And Get the Cheese, mice are trying to get the cheese, cats are trying to get the mice, dogs are scaring away the cats. Quick, fun, light. Pit crew, you are racing, but you are the pit crew. You are not the driver. You need to be the fastest to get your car up and ready. The right number of cards out each tire, and gas up the car, fix the engine, and get it back out on the racetrack before anybody else.
Super Mario Level Up board game. Join Mario and his pals as you advance them up the Mushroom Kingdom while challenging the Mushroom Kingdom bluffing elements. Players gather the most coins and reach the castle at the top. Custom game pieces include a 3D game board, 13 character movers, power-up cards, and black chips. It's for ages 8 and up, 3 to 6 players, and the MSRP will be $19.95.
Hey guys, it's the Board Gaming Pinup Girls signing off. I hope you got some good ideas for lunchtime games. Look forward to more of them on our future board game breakfast episodes. Till next time, bye.